Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are enjoying the daily horoscopes. Okay, give you a little insight daily on what's going on. Remember, watch your sun, moon, rising sign. Okay, and you could get some information there. All right. Oh, hold on, I had to cover my head. Happy 222 portal. Okay, manifestations coming through. All right. I am offering a $22 22 special on mini reads. If you would like to get one, just let me know and I'll put you on the list here, okay? Hold on, y'all. I gotta fix my device. Oh. Okay. Grand Rising. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right, guys, let's get a prayer. Beloved ancestors, spirit guides to the Most High God, I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody sending anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please block and blind them. I call back all of our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms to the universe at this time. Open this channel here for positive messages for the collective and their manifestations and what is coming with this 222 portal. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Most High God. All right. The number three could be significant, okay? Mind, body, and soul. There could have been some concerns around a family situation, but things is coming to light for you collective, okay? About something here. You could have been manifesting some kind of justice with family situations. Okay. Let's see what we got here with this manifestation coming through. Okay. About some kind of backstab, betrayal, okay. And about you getting a new beginning and leaving this behind here, okay. Y'all, them daily horoscopes was very interesting, okay. I feel like today a lot of things, conversations being had, things coming to light, maybe some family events, birthday parties. Okay, happy birthday, Pisces. It's Pisces season. Okay, definitely some interesting information. No, I didn't, Storm. Yeah. 10, 10 10 on the clock. Wow. Okay, as I'm looking at my phone here. Did you send it to my email, love? Hello, hello. Could be hitting a milestone here. Could be some kind of celebration. And just definitely celebrating yourself. Okay? Tell me about this new beginning after this Three of Swords energy. Yeah, Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, divine intervention with the Hierophant here. Okay. Could be working on something here. You're definitely not in this fighting energy. Somebody cannot end something here. Okay. Death in reverse. Yeah. Moving forward here. I heard life is too short to be unhappy. Okay. You're just showing a lot of gratitude to the universe and where you're at now. And you could be looking back, like I said, a milestone. You could be definitely celebrating something here. Okay. And it's like looking back and saying, wow, look how far I've come. And, I'm very proud of myself and just patting yourself on the back. Okay. Confirmation. Yeah, because of all the justice in reverse that you have faced here, and you've healed from it. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go back. I seen them numbers. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. Hold on. I got you. Okay. Because I seen them numbers and I was like, hold up. Who keeps putting those numbers up there? Okay. What was it on the Gemini reading or the Virgo? Okay, I'm seeing numbers 143, 144. There was only six numbers. Is that you from another account? Okay, I don't know. That's very interesting. Okay, yeah, you could be like, it's like definitely a milestone here, and definitely looking at things and saying, I am very, very proud of myself for healing and moving forward and not letting this end me or whatever I have going on, right? And there is an offer coming in here. This, you've manifested something here with the Magician here. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Tell me about the collective's manifestations here, Spirit. With this 222 portal. Definitely you was thinking something through before you took action, okay? You could be the age 30. During Pisces season. Okay, yeah. Okay, December 30th could be significant. Something about some resources is coming through here. And I just feel like there's nothing to worry about here, okay? The 9th house could be significant here for you. Definitely looking into something about the 9th house. Activation. There's a change here. And collective, I feel like you're going with these changes. Collective, do you know what I'm getting in the energy today too? Is you are in the energy of I'm going to do what I want to do. And you got some people very, very angry. Because they can't control the narrative, okay? And you're going, it's like fine tuning, right? It's like, okay, let me go through these changes, right? It's almost like a vehicle. You know, you got to do the maintenance on the vehicle for it to run properly. Okay. It's like you done an oil change on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And somebody just wanted you to be broken down. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how a car runs whenever it needs oil. And it's like somebody is just over here looking. Okay. And this could have something to do with the family room here. And it's just like, well, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm focused on my North Node here, doing what I need to do. Okay, somebody here, they had some kind of collaboration and there's no expansion here. Okay, and it's got somebody a little upset. They're not getting no clarity here. Okay, Gemini in reverse, Sagittarius in reverse. And they're just kind of sitting and saying, what just happened here, right? Because all your manifestations are still coming through. Because collective, you're on the right side of things. You know what I'm saying? Something is arriving, like I said. And you've been nurturing this. And that's another thing. Something about your passion here. Okay. And you have structure. And y'all know Big Daddy Saturn went in, is aligned again as well. But also you have other planets. Okay. You said car won't start. Okay, so Sherry, let me tell you something. Spirit is trying to stop you from going somewhere. Okay, I'm telling you something. Like, when shit like that happens in your life, that is Spirit saying, sit down. Okay, like we need for you to sit down. So say you have plans today, right? You go out there and now the car ain't starting, you're having trouble with your battery. There's something about that, right? Confrontation, Mars, war. Okay. And the scales is being balanced because guess what? You can't show up. There's something that you gotta set something out, right? And it's like, Okay, what am I having to say that from? Some kind of conflict here. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And Spirit's telling you no. Chiron healing in reverse. You're walking into a situation, it ain't no good for you. Could be with a Cancer or Aries in reverse, or even a Leo. Hey, babies, happy Saturday. And these people don't have no strength because they have been causing illusions. Something else, pay attention when you communicate with whoever this is, and they get real angry because you can't show up. There's ulterior motives. Y'all, something about today, and I noticed that doing the daily horoscopes for all the different signs, there was confrontation in something, right? Yes, I'm telling you. There's confrontation in something that's going on today because y'all know today is the 222 portal and manifestations is coming through. And it's like, oh no, we can't have you to go on and slide through this portal and get your new beginning. You see what I'm saying? It's like, no. Stay balanced, change your plans, do what you need to do, collective, okay? Don't, yeah, that protection's for your that rejection's for your protection. Yeah. Because, back then, collective, like, you would be so angry when plans didn't work out. And it's like, okay, well, why didn't this work? Now, collective, I'm telling you, like, literally, when something doesn't work, oh, it's got my red flag alert up. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? What's about to transpire? Because my intuition is just blinking, like, oh, hold on now. Wait a minute, right? You said I'm on it. Okay. Ooh, my wrist. Hey, babies, welcome, welcome. Same to you guys. Yeah, and I woke up at 8:08 this morning, okay? And I'm like, okay, that date's very significant. Y'all, that's my son's birthday. He was born on the 8/8 portal, okay? That is the day that me and my husband got married. And I'm like, okay, so that could be very significant. Something about a child, something about a spouse, okay? Um, there could be something transpiring today with that, okay, with you using the numerology and the numbers, right? And then, okay, let's look up the meaning of 808, right? Y'all, something about paying attention to numerology is going to be very, very significant to guide you as well. Yeah. The angel number 808 is said to symbolize abundance, prosperity, and spiritual growth. It can also be a sign to trust your intuition and pursue your goals. Do y'all see what I'm saying? It's like instantly when I woke up, I looked at the time, and that spirit telling me, trust my intuition. Okay. And that's what I was just saying about today. Like, Something huge is coming through here, and it's like, okay, abundance, manifestations, balance, open communication, divine support, change. Okay. 808 significant. This is importance of achieving financial stability, abundance through hard work and wise decisions. Right? Y'all see what I'm saying? So it's like making wise decisions is really, really important. Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna pull from my astrology deck here. Okay. And just kind of get the energy. Tell me what's going on with the 222 portal spirit. And there's another 8 again. Jupiter. Okay, growth, opportunity, Sagittarius, Pisces, rulers. Jupiter shows us the areas in our life where we can attract luck and abundance. Okay. All right. So, something significant about your birth chart. Okay. You probably know your sun sign, but it is not your only sign and is therefore only one part of your personality. These cards will help you understand the astrology through using the birth chart. Okay. Calculation 24. Okay. With the birth chart. So you could be definitely searching or looking at Jupiter in your birth chart. That's going to be very, very significant for you. Okay. What else is that here? Okay, so we got the 4th house, planets, and then you got the 5th house here. So 83, 84, 85 could be very significant. You could be born in these years, 1983, 1984, 1985. There could be things taking place, okay, within your birth chart. I know, see, love, I seen that after I had clicked off. I got you, baby. I'm going to put you down for your mini read. I'm glad that you're here. Yeah. Thank you. Kat, thank you for the $25 donation yesterday, too. Yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for the donations. So, yeah, there could be some things that's taking place in your 4th or 5th house here. Okay, you take pride in your heritage and respect your ancestors, and you want to advance the family line. Y'all remember how I said something about the family room? So your 4th house is representing family, home. Okay, with the 5th house, you are naturally creative. That is your creative abilities. Okay, and also really wanting children. There could be something here, you trying to create your own family as well. There could be some kind of highlights here. So with Jupiter, that's growth and opportunity. So yeah, there could be some kind of manifestation here that maybe you're manifesting a new family or bringing healing to your family. Okay, that's going to be very significant here. Yeah. Okay, what is this 222 portal bringing in spirit that my collective needs to look at? Okay, we've got Mars, the planet of war, Libra. Things are being balanced out. Okay, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. You could have that placement. Okay, you got the 7th house, you got the 8th house here, and then you got the 2nd house. Okay, your 7th house, you enjoy lighthearted discussions and meeting people from other cultures. Okay, this could be something about a romantic relationship. You naturally avoid this. Maybe there's something here, with your relationship that, you want to explore something different here. Okay, the 8th house, you feel the need. Let's see, you feel you need a partner to find yourself, but you can find your inner strength on your own. So maybe this is like a codependency that you're releasing of that need of, I've got to have somebody, I have to have a partner, and just kind of being by yourself, right? And really learning thyself and loving thyself, okay? And then we've got the second house here, which is professional, money, and finances. The second house represents money, values, desires, possessions, and your ultimate goals in life. This could be something you're looking at. Are you looking for like a change of career, doing something different? Something along them lines, right? And really figuring out like, okay, how can I prioritize this here? I mean, with possessions, do I really need this 2025 truck that's coming out? Like, uh do I need to downgrade as far as like my living space? Just different things like this. How can I save money in areas as well? And if you're looking at a career change. So yeah, the fourth house, fifth, seventh, and eighth house. And okay, for Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius is going to be very significant here. Okay, and then you got Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, rules that. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting something about the 12th house. Oh, he's good. He's in there sleeping. Okay, we go. We got Libra. And then we got Pluto. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Okay, these signs can be very significant for you. Okay, with the Pluto here, it is you feel you have a higher calling and are in a rush to find it. Your love of action can turn into impatience. Okay, so Aries, that could be something that you're looking at if you have Pluto in that placement here. Okay, Taurus, your gentle, protective nature and appreciation of material wealth can turn into greed and controlling behavior. Okay. Hey, babies, welcome. And then we got Gemini. You are easily distracted and hyper. You are open to transformation and greatly affected by things around you. So this could be like Gemini, don't let things around you affect your immediate life and cause a war within you. Okay. Something about that. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read this for Libra and Scorpio and Sagittarius. Mars, being a natural diplomatic, you struggle with being passive aggressive and prefer peace and fairness above all else, Libra. There could be some things where sometimes you got to speak up. You can't just be quiet and always trying to like make everybody be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be, especially if you got Libra and Mars. That's the war planet. That's the forceful. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna make this happen right now type situation. We're gonna make peace with this, and that's it. But some people heal and grow different, right? All right, Scorpio, you move through life with intensity by strategizing to reach your goals. When angry, you like to play mind games and then it's just a whole blowout, right? This is something that you may need to look at. Like, stop being like that. Okay, I'm hearing listen to understand instead of listening to respond. Okay, that's going to be very significant. All right, Sagittarius, you love traveling, learning, and getting out of your comfort zone to deal with your anger. You prefer to find your own space than have an emotional confrontation. No, it's all good, no problem. So Sagittarius, I was picking that up in your reading. Like, there is, for your daily horoscope, like, there could be some confrontations today. And you're going to have to stop walking off and you're just going to have to face it. Like, stop avoiding confrontation. Because sometimes a simple, like, conversation, it's not an argument. It's, some things need to be said, okay? I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you, Sagittarius, stop walking on eggshells with people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Listen, fuck them. They going to be mad. Because The only reason they're mad is because they can't manipulate you and have you to do what they want you to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was feeling this energy heavy last night too, just FYI. Okay. And I was just like, well, I don't give a fuck who's mad. Like, stop pulling my energy. Stop pulling me this way. You see what I'm saying? Like, no. Because collective, I don't know why I'm like, the energy is just so strong of, well, you need to do what I say. No, I don't. I need to do what I want to do. So Libra, September the 23rd through October 22nd. Life purpose, making the world a fair place. Okay. So Libra, you're friendly, you're a peacemaker, optimistic and easygoing. They enjoy art and company and things like this. But negative traits, indecisive, non-confrontational, and sometimes vain. Libra, sometimes you just going and just shutting down is making the problem worse. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Like, sometimes it's some shit that just needs to be said. Like I'm telling Sagittarius, okay? Y'all got to stop running away from confrontation and you got to face this shit. Like, that's why a lot of people don't like, the Aries, because the Aries will run up, okay? The Aries is not going to just let shit, they're all about action, right? Yeah. All right, so Virgo, very hardworking, organized, intelligent, creative, and humble. They enjoy emotional connections, good food, and arts. Negative traits, overthinkers, stubborn, and overcritical. Virgo, there's some things you can't be perfect, okay? Y'all, this almost ruined my life, right? I always wanted everything to be perfect. And I'm just like, okay, this is not how this is going to be. So, I'm overthinking the situation and I'm being stubborn and I need to do this and I need to do that. Because, y'all, if you look at the world right now, okay, we're in fucking chaos. And my Virgos, I want to check on y'all right now because I promise you, I know you're probably not doing very good right now because there's no organization, okay? The intellect is kind of borderline psychotic, right? It's like, oh, listen, you need to go get yourself checked in, that type of energy, right? And if somebody has Virgo in Mars, you have dealt with this for a long time, and it's like now you could be manifesting peace, and you're like, nope, I've done found my happy place. Y'all, that's why it's so important to learn your chart, because you see how in depth it is and what these places and what it means, right? For you. All right, what else we got going on here, Spirit? With this 222 portal and manifestations. Okay, reading your birth chart, how it's set up, okay? Something, in the houses. Y'all, I'm telling you something about you diving into this is really, really going to help you. It's kind of like your map to life, right? And you can figure out who you are and where you're at. But collective, this is the thing. Some people's minds don't open up this big, okay? So if you're still here with me, then you are willing to dive into that part, right? Okay. Because see, all 12 houses represent different aspects of the life, and every planet will occupy one of the houses and will show you which areas are most important to you, okay? You can then find the planets of your birth chart and locate which house and zodiac sign it is in. Next, find the correct card, which will explain the placements while also referring to the literature of the cards, right? Like, okay, if you've got Venus and Gemini, okay, it's going to tell you where to look and what that means for you. Jupiter in the ninth house is going to tell you where you need to go, and it's going to guide you. So Jupiter, okay, that's one of the biggest things we got going on here is growth and opportunity, which rules Sagittarius and Pisces. Okay, so it's going to be, and we're in Pisces season. So looking at abundance, looking at things that is going to help you spiritually grow, right? Abundantly, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Okay, this is why, y'all, I'm going to tell you something, distractions. See, once you start diving this deep and you start learning, people want to be a distraction. You see how my hands itching? Because they know that you diving into some real abundant type of energy. Okay. And that's what we're doing here. We're not diving into this. We're diving into that Jupiter, that growth, that opportunity type energy. Okay, babies. All right, so let's pull some energy on this with the Jupiter here, with growth and opportunity and what you can be looking for here. Okay, and then also I'm gonna pull some angel numbers. Okay, 808. That's so crazy, y'all. Like I woke up at 808. That's, yeah. That's just kind of letting me know where my day's going. Okay. Yeah. See, love, I'm gonna get to you in just a second. Okay. 666 reflection. Okay. Yeah, you could be seeing this number here, reflection. Whenever you allow time to reflect, you allow yourself to see where inner shifts are needed. It is time for you to look at your beliefs and ask, is this serving me, or is it time for me to release this? Reflect, refocus, and readjust. Affirmation. As I refocus on what serves my highest good, I feel myself shifting into my higher self. Right? Collective. Because listen, we're on a whole different timeline and moving forward. And you are checking more in with your higher self. And it's like, how does this feel to me today? And that's like going and sitting with that inner child, looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, what are we going to do today? How do we feel today? You know, and my inner child is like, we're going to learn, 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 learn. We're going to go to class. We're going to learn. I don't know about y'all's inner child, but that's what mine is saying right now. Like, let's look at the growth and the opportunity. Okay. Yeah, we learned that lesson. Yeah, we don't need to bring that up anymore, whatever. Like, we've already been there and done that, right? And now it's like reflection time. Reflection, reflection, reflection. Okay. Yeah, with them triple sixes. Okay, but they would demonize 666 and say that it's evil. But really, with the angel number, it's telling you that's reflection. Okay. And collective, let's just be honest, the matrix don't want you to reflect. Yeah, 888, abundance. I can't make this up. Blessings are here and more are on the way. Let yourself feel the abundant flow of prosperity that is all around you. As you stand in your higher self, you attract all that you once were seeking, giving it away in the doorway to success. Okay, giving is always the doorway to success. Uh, Affirmation. The more good that I do in the world, the more abundant my life grows. I radiate an energy of loving and kindness. Okay. And then you got triple zeros, guidance. You got 777, alignment. And then you got 1919, transformation. Y'all, these are beautiful energies. That's what I'm saying. Like, checking in with higher self, looking at your inner child, always checking in is always going to put you in a better place. Okay. All right. So, love, let's get into it. I kind of feel like that's what you're doing these days. Okay. Checking in with your higher self. How do you feel about a situation? Before you make a decision, it's like, okay, let me check in. Let me see how I'm feeling and what I need to be doing here. Does somebody's heart match mine? You see what I'm saying? Is this a caring connection or is this not? Does somebody got a big heart like me? Is somebody going to be a giver? Or are they going to be a taker? Are they going to come in and waste my time? Okay. Uh, I feel like this is kind of what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Also looking at family values. Like, where is somebody coming from? What is their, are they taking action? Or are they not? I feel like your spirit team is communicating with you and letting you know there is some healing that still needs to be done with the individual. Somebody has some very deceitful ways that is hindering them, holding them back. Okay. This is not your yin to your yang here. Okay. See, love, where you at, babies? This energy is, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Let me get that good energy and let me go on and roll over here and give it to something else, right? And let me build something with your energy. Look, 222. Okay, so did you hear what I was just saying? Something about you focusing on connections. Is this a caring connection? Is somebody being deceitful? Do they take action? Is there some family issues here? And I feel like your spirit team is letting you know somebody's deceitful. This is not your yin and yang. Problematic is what I'm getting. Like somebody's just very problematic. Like they're just doing something. I don't know. I don't like this. Yeah, because it's like checking in with that inner child. You know, going and sitting in the mirror, saying them affirmations, and checking in with her and finding out like, does this feel good to us? Exactly. And it's like, as you're releasing this, see, love, you're releasing a whole toxic cycle and just ending things because this person is at war with herself. And you cannot argue, you can't talk to somebody that is at war with themselves. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You definitely you it's like talking to somebody who don't like taking accountability and their emotional state is like a teenager. That's where they stop growing. And I kind of feel like that's what's going on with this masculine energy is this person is emotionally immature and this person needs to go and figure out why do you communicate like a 14-year-old little boy. Y'all, that is like the worst thing in the world. It's so draining when somebody does not know how to communicate. They're like, "Oh, communication is key." No, it's not. Yeah. And it's because your heart, you want to fix him. You're Scorpios is real bad about that. Y'all like fixing people. You want to go in and you want to groom them, you know, fix them up, give them some new clothes, give them a bath, and you know it's like taking in a stray dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Scorpios, that's what y'all want to do. You want a project. That's not a relationship. So it's like if you took that energy and placed that into your career, baby, listen, you'd be a millionaire. You see what I'm saying? Or a billionaire. And it's like, yeah, God is truth of tarot. Yes. I'm trying to tell you, and like that can drain the fuck out of you because you're like, okay, bitch, I'm not build a bear. Okay, like I can't do this. Like, and that's what y'all Scorpios do. Y'all like finding a project. Y'all look at people like projects. You're like, oh, I can change this person. No, you can't either. You cannot change somebody that don't want to change, right? And then if you have like a toxic connection, you'll lower your vibration so you could try to go help them bring theirs up, and it's like just a disaster. I feel like that's what this connection taught you too. It's like Did I really lower my standards to come over there and try to like be a part of something? You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, let me look at this. Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, okay, you're draining as fuck. Like, how did I miss this? Right? But okay, now you look at, right, sometimes people can be a mirror. Um Something could been with your childhood. Like you could have been like that friend in the friend group that always wanted to help everybody. And you hung around toxic ass friends who always was doing things and you knew that it wasn't gonna be good, right? And it's like, y'all get on my damn nerves. That's exactly right. It's like that, it's like that ride or die relationship. You're like, no, I need to know why we're riding and why we gotta die. What's going on here? Like, let's get to the meat and potatoes of a situation. Yeah, that's exactly right. And I feel like now you're recognizing this, and that's okay. It's like I'm not judging, but like I just don't resonate. Hey, Miss Kim, but it's like okay, I just don't resonate, and collective. That's okay. Yeah, listen. I'm trying to tell you, I need to know what's going on because listen, I'm gonna need to eat. I'm probably gonna need to stop and get a coffee and a pack of Newports, and we talking about we riding and dying. Like, listen, are we not gonna make it to the store down there? Because I know I'm gonna need a cigarette for this, and if you telling me that I can't stop, and that's like somebody try to come and kidnap me, y'all. They're gonna be so fucking pissed off. They're gonna throw me out on the side of the road. Okay, because first I want to sit in the front seat. Okay, and then I need a happy drink. Okay, we gotta go by Dunkin' Donuts. I gotta have a coffee. Okay, then I gotta make sure that I have my smokes. Then yeah, and then I'm going to be a chatterbox and I'm going to start talking about astrology and numerology and all of this other stuff. And before we make it to the red light, the kidnapper's going to be like, bitch, get out of my car. Go, you got to go. Okay. Because I'm going to be over here like, and asking him his birthday and his zodiac sign. And yeah. And they're going to be like, no, this is not how this kidnapping was supposed to go. Yeah, and then I'm gonna be sitting there telling the kidnapper why he's kidnapping people and telling him all his issues. Yeah. And see, love, that's where you need, because it's like you do get tired of meeting the same people just in a different body. Like, but see, it's also too. Now, listen, let me say this: you can't be going to the hood trying to find a soulmate that is still in the streets. That's right, Miss Kim. I'm gonna be working the nerves. But listen, that's like going to the bar saying that you don't want an alcoholic. See, love. Okay, well, sis, don't go to the bar then. That's like going to the rave trying to find you a man, and he over here, and sis, he's on Jupiter and Venus. You know what I'm saying? He ain't here. He done got in the airplane and he done flew off to a whole nother planet, and yeah. Cause sometimes like, okay, what they say, sometimes looks can be deceiving. Right. But don't jump in head first. I need you to walk into that situation. Have them deep conversations about who they are, what they got going on. Do they got a baby mama that they're giving hope to, or they're still married, or they're is there a bitch over here that's in a fake relationship with them? Do they have a stalker? Like, we need to know all of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to fill out an application because at the end of the day, like, I need to know what the fuck I'm getting myself into. Do you have a wife over here that you haven't divorced, but y'all co-parent? And you see what I'm saying? Like, is your kids, what's going on with your children? Like, all of that stuff is important. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, listen, when I first met my husband, I don't think this man's ever had somebody go in such debt with him. Right? Because I'm asking all the hard questions. I'm like, what are you doing with your future? What are you doing whenever you get back to Tennessee? What's happening here? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, do you have any baby mamas? You know, do you got kids running around? Do you have what's your plans? Like, what's going on here? If you plan on going back to the streets, well, you realize that's where you're gonna stay. Okay? Because I don't fuck around in the streets. But see, that's the thing though. He didn't see long term anyways. See what I'm saying? A person that don't see long term, they're there for a good time, not a long time. That's the type of shit they'll say. And then it's like, oh, I didn't feel like this was going to work out, so I didn't need to tell you. That means you had no respect from the beginning. That means that you just wanted to fuck, Miss Parker. That's what that was. You was trying to get your rocks off, and that's pretty much what it was. Yeah. And, well, okay, but you need to question that as well. If you couldn't be up front as somebody that I'm laying next to, what kind of friend would you be? Because if you see a train about to smack my ass, what you gonna sit there and say? Well, I haven't been friends with them long enough. I don't know if I can tell them the train's about to smack them. Make it make sense? Like, no, that's fucked up. I haven't been friends with them long enough. I guess I'll just let them get smacked by the train. Nah, I don't even feel like dude's a good friend. Yeah, that's all it is, sis. We're going back into Mercury retrograde. You're going to have them, hey, big head, I missed you. Text messages or emails or somebody hearting your picture trying to get your attention or viewing your profile, doing this dumb shit that little kids do. Y'all, why is it like, okay, I don't know, like the dating scene these days is like being on the playground. Who's got the best snacks? Who got the coolest shoes? And it's like, oh, well, then I can date you because you got the cool shoes over here. And, you know, your mom, you packed your bags. So the lunch was so good. You know, you can share your sandwich with me. Type it, you know, materialistic things. Relationships is based off of materialistic things and different things like that. And it's like, or social statuses. If you notice, some people they'll be like, okay, in the public eye, they won't date somebody that's just, you know, a everyday person. Why? Why won't you? I mean, what's the problem? That's actually probably your best choice because you can have a normal life with that person because you don't got two people that's in the public eye and all of this chaos going on. At least you can find some kind of balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, something about that. Who was it? It was a rapper. He was talking about that. He said, "I don't want no chick that's out here that's a rapper or in the public eye doing things." He said, "I want somebody normal." That's some real shit. Because he already got so much chaos going on in his own life. So you bring two chaotic people that's in the public eye. Watch what happens. And it's like, because yeah, that's what it ends. It's like two people that work in the same work field. Okay, you got to make sure that relationship don't go in a direction of competing. You know what I'm saying? It's just really strange. Um, yeah. Sis, I just feel like he likes to play mind games. He just likes to fuck, and then also what he does for a living, he's traveling, playing ball, doing all of this stuff. Like, and okay, listen, you're young. Let me tell you something, okay? Men like this that already have a wife, he ain't leaving. He already got time invested. Cause he gonna have to pay for her. Okay, it's cheaper to keep her. I don't know if you ever heard that saying, but in his circumstances, it's cheaper to keep her. And he'll have his little side things over here, flying out and going to the hotel and smashing. But baby, let me tell you something. Whenever he gets home, that phone is dead. D and D. Nobody. You see what I'm saying? And listen, this is the facts, okay? And that's what people these fucking pygmy energies. That's why you think they do the secret recordings and videos and shit whenever that person's around, because it's like as soon as that person gets out of their sight and they get back over there to their main thing, oh child, they're not a factor, they're a non-factor, okay? And I kind of feel like that's what I'm talking about. The ball player that you met in Vegas, he wasn't keeping it a solid with you. Like he's definitely just out here doing his own thing, but he's got shit over here. He got real deal responsibilities. That's why when he told you that he was going over there, the energy shifted. Because he already knows. Listen, wifey ain't finna play with him. He feels stuck. But he has so many obligations. See, this is the problem dealing with a married person. Okay? People just think that that's a contract. No, baby, listen. When you got kids and houses and shit invested, and you know what I'm saying? You done been with somebody for all these years. Ain't no side piece gonna be able to step in and be like, oh, this is my man, this is mine. Because you got to make sure that person's willing to go through that divorce and walk off and leave that shit. Because a lot of people talk a good game, but they're not willing to walk off and leave things. Yeah, because at one point in time, that was his house. And now it's hers. You see what I'm saying? See, being a wife and a girlfriend, two different positions that are being played, okay? That's why I like these side pieces out here talking about, oh, I got him wrapped and oh, I can do this. It's obligations, okay? He goes and does what he wants to, but at the end of the day, that is his number one obligation. And that's why he holds back like he does, because he's been able to do this. You see what I'm saying? These are doors that get opened up to, okay, hold on. He could be dealing with the type of woman that says, well, he comes home. He pays the bills here. Because she don't know her worth. She married for money. She married for stability. She married to be kept up, okay? So now he's sitting over here and he meets a woman like you that's independent, doing your own thing. He's out on the road. He's not happy with this. So now, like, you know, whenever you meet a Scorpio and you're a Scorpio woman, that causes transformation. So now you're making him rethink all of the shit that he built with this gold digger over here. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of factors here. And like when he was with you, he found peace. He was happy. Because when he's there with her, nag. Why didn't you send this over to the account? The kids had baseball. They had piano. They got ballet lessons. I got to go over here to the spa. Me and my girls going on a trip. Blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? You're not nitpicking these things because you keep yourself. You see what I'm saying? Listen to the music these days. Talking about, man, I dipped off with my little side piece so I could get some rest. Yeah. Because my main piece getting on my nerves. Because see, that woman is challenging him to be a better man. Something he ain't ready to be. And then he met you And now you holding him to the same standards, and he's like, what the fuck is going on here? She wants communication. She wants commitment. She wants this. She wants that. I already got that over here, but I don't even want this over here. But I really like this over here. You see what I'm saying? So now he got two women that is literally holding him to a higher standard. Okay, I want a masculine energy to elaborate on what I'm saying. Do you know how much pressure that is when you got two women holding you to a higher standard and saying when you going to grow, when you going to heal, when you going to choose a side? What's going on here? Because listen, that's like a wife. When she gets into a situation and she sees that her person is constantly choosing their family and their toxicity and all of this shit, she will walk off and leave the situation. Just like a masculine energy. Ain't nobody finna do that toxic shit with you and your crazy, retarded ass family. Ain't nobody finna do that. Okay, that's your ex-wife for a reason. That's your ex-husband for a reason. They should not have no say-so in our home, in our life. Because when you make that commitment of marriage, it's us. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't willing to protect me from your crazy psychotic ass family and the dumb shit that they do, then I don't need to be with you. You know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, y'all, me and my husband, we was in Walmart the other day shopping. And I had pulled, I told him, I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. So he pulled our buggy up there. My purse was in the buggy. He was standing there. He was waiting. Well, there was this old white bald-headed guy. Okay. He was looking at my husband some type of way. So he went up there to the police officer. And they started like staring my husband down. Well, when I come out of the bathroom, my husband's like, okay, they're looking at me weird. Like I was trying to do something, like racial profiling, right? And y'all know me, okay? I got real loud. And then I seen one of the dudes, he had a pink toboggan. He's one of the supervisors at Wally World. And he thought that he was going to bring his little punk ass back there. And I said something. I was like, oh, you're going to follow us now? I said, like we're stealing or something? I was like, what's the problem? Do we have one? Well, I was trying to get something out of the glass case over there. I was like, how about you come back here and do your job? Okay? Because ain't nobody coming here to steal. I need you to get this shit out of this case for me over here. I was like, oh, but you're going to run on back to the front. Well, then we get up there and we paid in the back. And I seen that officer looking and I slung my receipt up. I was like, yeah, we paid. Ain't nobody here stealing. And then we get up there and then there's the guy who was racially profiling my husband at the time. He's over there chitter chatting. I was like, sir, you're real disrespectful. I was like, somebody gonna steal? I said, we're right here at the bathrooms. There's a door here and a door here. And there is two cops on both sides. Okay, I'm just saying, like, what is he gonna do? Y'all, we literally had a dog cage in there. He's gonna run out with a dog cage and Hercules's new little shirt that he got and some $5 pants. That's what's gonna happen here. Y'all, I was so loud. Okay, and whenever they say ghetto, I got loud and ghetto in that store. And then I walked up to that officer and I showed him my receipt. I said, listen, if I got to steal, I need to go find another job. I said, this is ridiculous. And y'all should have, he tried to play it off. He was like, oh, no. I said, no, you know what you did. Y'all, that man did not know what to say to me. Okay. But that's how I feel about my husband. And it made me feel some type of way because you tried to profile him thinking that he's fixing to steal a dog cage. Bitch, we ain't hard up. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And it just, y'all, it sent something through. Oh, I just was like, okay, this is why I don't like peopling, because people are so fucking ignorant out here in this world. And it just made me feel some type of way. But that's how I am about my partner. Like, I'm going to speak up for him. So if you don't got a person in your life like that, in your corner like that, baby, you don't got your person, okay? Because they're going to defend you. They're going to have your back when shit goes down. Just like with the family. Oh, I'm going hard. You see what I'm saying? Like, but that's, but if you got somebody that's like, I don't know. Yeah. And it's like, do not fucking follow me around just because you think something. You know what I'm saying? He's standing over there with my fucking purse in the buggy and everything else. Both doors has got cops at it. Like, do you really think a motherfucker finna be this dumb to run out with a dog cage for $44? The fuck is going on here? Y'all, and I know what happens. But the way that they did this, it pissed me off. Yep, it was discrimination. That's exactly right. But see, look, me saying all of that, right? You need somebody that's in your life that's gonna protect you like that, because at the end of the day, I have to go out to the world and I have to make sure that I protect my husband because the way the world treats him. And I say what I said because it's the fucking truth. As soon as he walks in, he gets profiled because his antennas, because of his, he's light skinned, he looks a different way. This, and this, or how this raggedy bitch, how they feel and how they was raised. The way that you was raised and how you feel, don't be trying to project that over here. Don't be trying to bring that over here to my husband. Okay? Because see, I'm about that life, okay? Because I can get real ghetto and I can come off the motherfucking porch. And it's like, y'all, in my past, I never had, because he's the same way about me. Y'all know that. But in my past, I never had a man stand up for me like that. They literally would let their family, their people, their friends do whatever they wanted to. And it's just like, well, now I have somebody that reciprocates that energy. And when you have somebody that reciprocates that same energy, that's where you find that balance. Because it's nice to know that, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to let him get tackled in motherfucking Walmart because this bald-headed son of a bitch over here said some dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yes. And I rode up, sis. Fuck you talking about? And that officer just looked at me. Okay, yeah, I'm talking to you, sir. Okay, yes, I am. Because I already know where this is about to go. And before you try to come over here and tackle him and do some shit, nah, baby. We not fixing to do this. Collective, that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, he will. But it's like, at the end of the day, that's how you want your friends to be. That's how you want your family to be. You want your family to turn up on a motherfucker when they trying to come toward you and hurt you. And collective, if you don't got people like this in your corner, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't need you. Yeah, like I told y'all about my Aries friend. Listen, y'all, she with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Let her catch somebody out. She catch somebody out cheating. Bitch, she got the phone. She over here. Okay? She's like, bitch, I seen them. Here's the picture. Do you know this hoe? We're gonna go on and do this. Okay? She's on the phone. She's doing this shit. She walking up. She already done slapped the hoe 5 times. She over here. She done fanned her up. And she like, where you at? I done sent the address. Listen, if you ain't got somebody like that in your corner, them ain't your people. You know what I'm saying? Them is not your fucking people. Like, but see, that's how I was raised though. Like, when my best friend, when we was like 13, 14, her boyfriend watched her get ganged at the bus stop. I wasn't there. So the next day, we walking down the street. We ain't even ride the bus. We walking up through the neighborhood. I see the girls. I'm like, come on, sis. She's like, man, sis, I ain't trying to do this. I said, man, fuck that. We about to do this. And then he's sitting over there, old shaky Jake ass. He's like, no, Sherry, we shouldn't do this. I said, you about a punk ass bitch. I said, you watch my girl get jumped and you didn't even do anything. You should have slapped some bitches. What the fuck is going on? Because y'all, they fucked her up. Like, man, it was bad. And I'm like, this is supposed to be your dude? Like, what the? And okay, I know you ain't supposed to be hitting women, but At least you could have started throwing bitches off of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here? And yeah, yeah, y'all. I've always been the one that fought for the underdog, and I'm learning now at the age of 41 that there's some people you just can't fight for though, because they won't come for you. They will not come and have your back. You know what I'm saying? It's like now you got to choose wisely of who's back that you really have, because if shit goes down, are they going to be there, or are they going to sit over there and watch while everybody kicking you? You know what I'm saying, collective? And I don't know. Like I was just I'm a different I'm a different breed. I was raised different. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're my friend, you're my family, and I love you, and I'm gonna stick up for you, and I'm gonna be there for you. You know what I'm saying? But the moment that energy is not reciprocated, shit, collective, you gotta dismiss yourself. And it's just, we live in a world where people will sit there and watch you get stomped in the ground because they too busy trying to get their phone out and trying to video shit. How about you come help me? Okay. There's probably 50 other motherfuckers already got this shit on video. If you rolling with me, you need to make sure that I'm fucking, especially if I'm not winning. Come over there and do something. Help a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, collective, it's so crazy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the kind of relationship that you gotta be in. Like, hey, me and my friends, or my partner, or my ace boo kun, like y'all, my one of my family members, he was my ace. Because it's something about a father. There's father wounds there. And you need to look into that, sis. Yeah. Uh, but also too, see love. Okay, sorry y'all. I had an epiphany moment. There's something about mm-hmm. Something got to do with the men that has been in your life. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, something about the men that they was never trustworthy. So that's the only thing that you've seen. You've seen people like let your mother down, grandmother. There's something about men and them being untrustworthy, and it's like you're used to that, right? So it's like that's something you need to look at. Like, okay, what is it? Why do I keep on? That's something with that inner child. And say your inner child's telling you not to trust, but you want to keep seeing the good in people, right? But your inner child is saying something different. And it's like you keep shutting her out. You see what I'm saying? Because the red flags was there, but listen, we be getting all excited and thinking we at the circus, and you know what I'm saying, we are at the circus, and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's like looks can be deceiving, and you're like, man, oh, wait, he was fine, but he was toxic. Yes, that too. And that could be something that needs to be looked at. Like you're tolerating bad men because your mama did, your grandmama did. That's a generational curse that you need to break. Just like masculine energies, they're like they was programmed to tolerate bad women because their mama was bad. Their mama's toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all the other day, well yesterday, me and my husband was having a conversation, and my son is actually bragging to people about my husband and the way he loves me and the way he takes care of me, and how he's like very very happy that I've gotten somebody like this, because the fact of the matter is, my son's never seen me be loved correctly. And he's always seen mama in an energy of that masculine energy, always having to work, doing things. When now that he's here with us, I can relax, and he sees how my husband just takes the lead, and it's not toxic, him taking the lead. Like, it's him doing the right thing. You see what I'm saying? And like, he was bragging on my husband to one of their coworkers, and I found that to be very interesting. And it was an awakening moment for me, and it let me know like my healing and my growth has been serious, because I didn't realize that I was attracting such toxic, low vibrational ass individuals. But it's because that's what I'd been around my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Because what they see is not toxic, it really is, because it's a programming. Especially if we're being raised to tolerate bad men or bad women, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I pat myself on the back, and I'm very proud of myself, because it's like, finally, for once in my life, I attracted something. And now my kid here, my oldest son, especially the one that's been through most of the trauma with me, is like, mom's being loved correctly. Like, and I can do this. I can be around him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then also my son likes how he supports him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's on his ass to do the right thing, but it's not abusively. It's coming from a caring space. Yeah. And see, that's important. You know what I'm saying? When a child is watching their mother be loved properly for the first time, and not slapped around, or, manipulated or abused or things like that, that helps them grow, because that is so important. And people don't understand this. Like, and okay, now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is where the problem comes in, though, with these exes and baby mamas and baby daddies. Okay, you get with that person, then the kids start seeing you be treated properly. That's when the problem starts coming in. That's when the awakening starts, because it's like, now this kid's going back, and they're just chitter chattering about the step parent and how great they are, and how they do this, and how they love mom or dad. And it's like, then you got this crazy psycho motherfucker over here, and they like, what do you mean? What do you mean? He's like, nah, 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 nah. Because now this child is going back and looking at that parent straight to their face and saying, you're toxic. You never loved my mother correctly. You never loved my father correctly. You, like, now you don't even know how to love me. See what I'm saying? Because that's what's going on in the world right now. You got one parent that's toxic as fuck, and they just move on to relationship to relationship. Then you got another one that actually took time to heal, and the kids are starting to see that parent that healed, and how toxic shit really is. You know what I'm saying? And then it's year 9, so it's like, yeah, well, this is what's happening here. Okay. And see, love, with you seeing your mom be loved correctly, you want that now. So now that's what you want to attract in your life. Why do you think you're starting to question every man that you're around or you're with? Because it's like, hold up, okay, you don't make me feel comfortable. You don't make me feel good. Oh my gosh, child, listen, I cannot make this up. Right. Yeah, I'm telling you, and that's, it's like, that's the thing now. You know what I'm saying? You got all these, it's so much toxic shit going on with these children, and the fighting back and forth, and it's like, ain't nobody finna do that. You know what I'm saying? Well, baby, you might have to move to another place, Penny. You may have to move to another place. Seek out. dating somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babies. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I met my husband, I was not looking for love. I was working my ass off, working with the collective, working my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Trying to actually heal generational curses. Taking my mom and dad and seeking holistic healing with them. Like I was really diving into healing, and then here comes this man, and I'm like, okay, what just happened here? Like, hold on. Yeah, so it's like shit just comes about and happens, so. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, honey, listen, if you move to a whole like another place, you will see men different because see, like where you're at, right? You're so used to seeing the same disrespectful, things, right? Like, and that's the thing is like, also pay attention to how somebody treats their mother or, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because it tells you a lot about how they was raised and things like that. Hmm. Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, you look at how a man, how he respects his mama and dad, man, that makes a big difference. Cause it lets you know, like you know what I'm saying. Back whenever, like me and whenever I had my oldest son, we grew up together. You know what I'm saying. So like he went through a lot of trauma with me growing up and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I remember my baby son, he told me, he was like, Mama, he said, I used to lay in bed. He said, I used to pray for you. He said, because I knew that you would get better. He said, you'd get over your addiction and you was going to be better. And collective, let me tell you something. That shit right there. And now he's watching me be the best version of myself I've ever been. That's why it meant a lot to me for me to do it for myself, but then him rooting me on because he seen I was doing it for me. Like he knew that I loved him, but he knew I had to fix me. You see what I'm saying? And now he's getting to be a part of the best years of my life. And, he sees mama being non-toxic, not intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that means a lot because he held that space for me to get better and to heal. And he gave me to God. You see what I'm saying? My baby child gave me to God and said, God, I know you going to fix my mama. And God did, right in front of his little eyes. And he's 23 now. And it's like, there's some people angry that God fixed me. But at the same time, listen, my baby child gave me to God a long time ago. And I thank him for that every single day because I needed that. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Because, like, with my husband, right? His mother, he'll tell you things and stories about her. But he loved her unconditionally. He don't disrespect her. He just accepted who she was. He accepted the upbringing that she had and the things that happened to her. He knew, bad things happened to her, but he didn't fault her for it. And, he's got a better understanding. Like, at the end of the day, shit, that's still my mama. And I love her. I don't care what she did. I don't care what she been through. That's still my mama. My mama gave me life. You know what I'm saying? But you won't hear some men say that, and they'll be very disrespectful. But that's really important. That's why y'all hear me say, because growing up, I always tell my kids, I said, you got a problem, go to God. You give it to God. Growing up. And that's what my baby child did. Like, he gave me to God. And when it was time, he was watching everything work out just how it is. And now it's like, this is the best time of our life. And we're just enjoying it together. And we can sit in a silence that's not awkward. You know what I'm saying? And he laughs at me because I'm so tapped into my inner child now. He's like, Mom, you're so childish. Like, I cannot with you. Like, we'll go into a store and I'll go over here and I'll be doing this. He's like, here she goes. You know what I'm saying? But he's enjoying this side of me now because there was a time where I was so serious. Everything had to be perfect. Everything, we had to do this. We had to do that. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm like, baby, everything's going to be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Because collective, it's like this. Ain't none of us perfect. You know what I'm saying? We all have flaws about us. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let people take your flaws and beat you over the head with them. You know what I'm saying? We've all made mistakes. We all have chapters of our life. And let's just, for all my mothers in here, did any of your kids come with instructions? Because I know mine didn't whenever I delivered them. Because that book got lost. Every one of your kids have their own different special personalities and what they want to do in life. And like, the best advice that I can give my parents out here, let your kids live their life and be happy and support them. Of course, if you have concerns, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sit down with them, you talk to them, you know because my son knows how I am. Like, I'll tell him real quick. I'll be like, son, I don't like that energy. It's kind of off. Just pay attention, Because, of course, having a mother that's a psychic medium energy reader, it's a little different. And I know for my divine feminines out here that you work in the spiritual community, you probably have a lot of pressure around your relationships with your children because you have people saying that you're wrong and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you let that child be themselves. And that's what them people cannot stand because they want to keep them in a box. And you understand them because, see, that's something you and your kids got in common. That's what people really don't understand is you and your kids have a lot in common. Or for my fathers, too. Not excluding y'all divine masculine. But the kids feel misunderstood. You can relate, but you're still being your authentic self. So continue being your authentic self, regardless what the world has to say. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, they gonna judge your ass if you do the right thing or the wrong thing. Okay? So it's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always gonna try to find something wrong with what you're doing or what you're not doing, and it's because you're not catering to their toxicity and their toxic need and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just living your own life and doing what you want to do, and that's okay. Like, and I feel like if the narcissistic parent here could get that through their thick skull and stop trying to control the narrative, you could have better holidays. You can have moments in life where things are not, you don't have to go over there and you ain't got to have a beer or a glass of wine to fucking be around your family. Like, because y'all can all open up and just be there. You know what I'm saying? Be present. But y'all, people is not present. That's the thing. They're over here thinking about what you did in 1992 and how you was a fuck up. And now all of a sudden you're over here running a successful business and, you're helping people get out of the streets. And now all of a sudden, and now it's envy and hate. Yeah. That's right. Exactly. Give them to God, baby. Listen. I can't tell you how many people I've given to God, and they're over there and they're like, why am I going through this? Because I gave your ass to God. Listen, God got to work on you. And if God is bringing storms in your life, it's because there's some things that you need to fix. Like, because I can't carry that burden with you. I'm not finna fight with somebody that's at war with their self. And you always think that you got everything figured out. I'm 41, baby, and I still don't got it figured out. Hell, I'm still over here praying and saying, God, show me a sign. Okay, listen, what do I need to do? Like, what's the next sign that I'm gonna get? You know what I'm saying? My child, stop worrying. I got this. I got this fixed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because, see, while you worried about tomorrow, God's already there, got some plans and working some things out for you. Because God sees. Listen, God ain't looking for actors. And see, that's another thing people they don't understand is God ain't looking for actors. He's looking for somebody who's just trying. Literally. He's looking for somebody just trying to do the right thing, to get on the righteous path and to be a better person and to love and, have compassion, and it is what it is. You're welcome, baby. Because if God was looking for actors, all these people over here acting like they're all so mighty and they're all so holy, he done hired them. But that's why they're going through things, because they can't see past this, and this. They got to go. You got to go through it in order to get through it. Like, you can't just keep on pushing shit away and all of this stuff and thinking that it's not going to come back around. Because I promise you, why you trying to avoid that bridge? One day you're going to have to walk over that bridge. And you're going to meet somebody on that bridge that you hurt. And you're going to have to face that person. And that's what people don't understand. Everybody that you hurt in life, you are going to have to face them at some point. There's going to be some kind of encounter that you have with that person. And then guess what? You're going to have that encounter. And it wasn't even such a big deal. That's why they say, look at what happened 5 minutes ago. Is this going to affect you 5 years from now? Because your decisions will affect you. So how am I going to react to a situation? See what I'm saying? So it's like, if I see somebody acting out of character and doing certain things, I'm just going to pray for them and give them to God, because I'm like, they still need some healing. Because I recognize that, because that's how I used to react. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, that ain't good. Okay. So I recognize my old behavior, my old trauma, whatever it is that I had going on with myself. I can recognize that in somebody and just give them some positive advice and and just give them to God and keep it moving. Because collective, everything don't need to be addressed. We got too much shit that's going on out here that needs our immediate attention, and it's like, I'm not finna address you. I'm not gonna address the situation. I'm gonna move forward, because I need to ask myself at some point, that is this really worth it? It is. But see, listen, Miss Jones, okay? I know right now you still in that energy, bitch. Listen, I'll come off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you can get these hands because I'm not finna play with you, right? Um, this is where like the patience, you start finding patience within things along this journey because you start looking at your reaction. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, okay, well, I acted way out of character for no reason because somebody said something. You know what I'm saying? But it's because you're still healing. Do you know what? Listen, Miss Jones, you know what my husband said? I told him, I said, well, I feel like my patience gets on your nerves sometimes. He said it does. He said, your patience get on my nerves sometimes. He said, because listen, he said, some of the shit that I've seen happen to you or you go through, he was like, it really, really fucking irritates me. He was like, and you know, I'm ready to take off. And I was like, but we got to ask ourselves, if we take off in that situation, where are we going to take off to? Are we gonna crash out? We're gonna go over the cliff with these psychos, or are we gonna watch them take and run this car off this ridge? Cause I know I'm finna watch them. Cause I listen, I got shit to do tomorrow. Cause see, I prayed for the patience that I have. I prayed for the biting my tongue. I prayed for a lot of things of the woman I am today, and to instill that in me. And it's like I choose peace over anger, arguments, fights. You know what I'm saying? Um, yes, I've learned to respond different, and I've asked God to help me hold my tongue in certain situations when I'm ready to slap a bitch all the way across the fucking country. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna do that. And I just, God, I need to sit with myself because I don't want to react like I used to because it's not worth my time. It's not worth my energy. I want to be a better person. I want, sis, I already know. Listen, and that's why people like, they sit here and they looking and they like, okay, you're way different because you're not finna drain me. I'm tired already. Shit, listen now. I got more important stuff to worry about then his, mine, theirs, and ours, and that them shoes didn't match that outfit, or they didn't come from that certain store, or you don't like who I deal with, or you don't like what I do for work, or you want to continue to do this from the past, and you're mad and angry. Listen, baby, yeah. So it's like now you sit back and you don't respond, and then you are like, okay, that rejection was for your protection. Sherry come in here and said, did her battery stop working in her car? Yeah. See what I'm saying, Miss Kim? And see, that's the thing. People are learning that all the naysayers and what they had to say about you and the way that you responded is way different than how somebody explained you. Honey, listen, I don't care what you say about me. I'm going to give you to God. Go out there and raise your voice to the roof and make videos and scream it to the rooftops of whatever you think about me. Because 9 times out of 10, why you pointing that one finger fire is being pointed back at you. Because you need to make sure that projection that you're projecting onto somebody is actually true. Because do you have facts? Do you have receipts? You need to make sure you have all of this stuff before you do certain things. And it's like people are impulsive and start making these moves and they're doing this and they're trying to orchestrate this. And then all of a sudden, now they got to cover this lie up to tell this lie and then tell this lie to tell this lie. And collective, listen, you're watching somebody literally chase their tail like Hercules. Over here, they don't know what the fuck to do with themselves because they done told so many lies. Out here, they got to tell this lie to cover this lie up. And then they didn't talk to this person and this person. And now they're over here worried about the screenshots that could be dropped because they was over here gossiping about this person they're sitting in the same group with, talking about you. You're welcome, babies. So now you're watching your ops literally sit in a group over here cutting up, and you're sitting here with the screenshot that could break that whole friend group up saying, why are you laughing and kiki and ha ha in their face whenever you came to me and told me that person done something to me? But you ain't being messy. But you got confirmation, child. You got somebody in their head like a motherfucker, and they over here and they like, oh my God, well, what if this person tells this? Nah, because see, I ain't like you. I'm not finna go and do any of this and do all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to follow my spirit team and I'm going to be obedient. Okay? So you can sit over there with your mask on and you can act like this and you act like that. But just know, collective, when you got them receipts and you got everything, why I gotta say anything? Because you literally gonna tell on yourself. I don't gotta say nothing. And they like, oh, they don't talk to me because they're blah blah. No, you're irrelevant. You're irrelevant. That's what that is. Because we're grown. We're on a different timeline. We ain't on the playground. You're not going to get my snack taken away from me because I don't want to fucking come sit at your table and be with your friend group or your family or whatever else. Like, I'm in my own lane. I paved my own lane because that's where God took me. You see what I'm saying? And you know, and watch them. They're squirming, honey. I'm watching the Matrix right now, and baby, listen, I've been a part of the audience the past couple weeks, and I'm just gonna tell you, I'm like, yeah, you're doing way too much explaining there. Why are you over explaining? What's going on here? Why you feel like you need to do certain things? Y'all see what I'm saying, collective? Because the mask is falling off. Yeah. Because collective, y'all are feeling the energy. You know when somebody's being unauthentic with you. You know what I'm saying? You already know what's up. And especially if you got a big heart, okay, like Miss Jones. Baby, listen now. You know when you're dealing with somebody's got a big heart. They are. I mean, these people are falling apart. They don't know what to do with themselves. And it's because y'all, they didn't want to do the shadow work. They wanted to skip steps. And sometimes that one big step is that reflection in the fucking mirror. Look back at you and saying, what do you need to work on? Mm-hmm. Because you see, Miss Jones, they see a different version of you. Now they're finding out the other part of the story that they was never told. See, y'all, that's another thing. A lot of people's finding out the other part of the story they was never told about you. A lot of these people are sitting in amazement and wondering how you are still surviving. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they did not know that part of your story and what you had been through because nobody never sat down and took the time to even ask you how you feel. The only thing they did was immediately started judging you. I was talking to a officer a couple years ago, and I asked him. I said, "When you arrest somebody, I said, have you ever sat and actually asked them why they keep coming back to jail, why they keep going back to addiction, why they keep going back to the streets, different things like that?" He said, he said, it never crossed my mind. He said, I just put them in handcuffs and do the paperwork and go on. I said, I want you to do me a favor. I said, the next person that you arrest, I said, ask that person why they keep repeating this cycle. Okay. So he was like, that's deep. I said, seriously. I said, because if you are willing to sit and ask people, what what the problem is and how they can fix it, they're going to be more open to looking at their actions, because now they got somebody you are showing compassion. You know what I'm saying? He said, I never really looked at it like that. I said, a lot of criminals, a lot of addicts, people that return into that jail cycles, I said, you would be surprised. I said, they don't got family. They don't have nowhere to sleep. They don't have nothing to eat. Some of these people literally will come in, um, because they don't have no family, because that's the only home they got. Or is this a cycle of, drug abuse, of something that happened within their childhood that needs to be addressed? Because you only keep going back to something that's comfortable because you don't want to face the uncomfortable part of things. And, he was like, I never looked at it like that. I was like, I'm just saying. I said, look at people that are in the streets. Is that all they really know? Yeah, you see what I'm saying, sis? You literally went to jail when you was homeless on purpose so you could get a meal, a shower, food. There's so many reasons why people repeat cycles. And it's like, these are things that need to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? Because they're people too. They're somebody's mom, dad, sister, uncle, brother, daddy, grandmama. But some of these people got their nose so far up in the air, they're like, oh no, that's not my life. No, that's no, no, I'm never gonna end up like that. Never say never. God could make you like literally change situations with somebody else because you're laughing at somebody else's storm. And y'all, I said that the other day, like, there's some people storms brewing, they don't even see, because they're so busy in that ego and pride with their nose up, like they're better than everybody. Man, listen, your life circumstances, and I've been through this my whole life, can instantly change just like that by a decision dealing with people, places, or things, or whatever the case may be. Not listening to your intuition, always trying to go over here and be in everybody's face, doing this and doing that. If Spirit's telling you to sit down, there's a reason, because you need to be paying attention to what they got going on that they're trying to hide. You know what I'm saying? Because they putting that spotlight on you for a reason. Okay? No, hell no. An addiction comes in different forms. Are you addicted to sex? Going into Walmart and stealing? Are you addicted to lying? Are you addicted to food? Are you addicted to the internet? Are you addicted to tarot? Like, addiction comes in different forms. Like, are you addicted to emotionally manipulating people to get what you want so you don't have to do the work? Are you addicted to money? I mean, there's so many addictions out here, and it's like, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Jones. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yes, it is. I know I've even seen on my timeline where some small kids has passed away. Y'all, I'm just over here and I'm like, man, just pray for the world, give them to God. God is ripping things apart right now, okay? And he's using certain people to dismantle things, and people's not liking it, but people want justice. But in order for you to get justice, things got to be dismantled. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, it's that's confirmation. Oh, 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 oh. Mm. You better know it, baby. Yes. Well, y'all, and also too, there was this video I seen of a child that was born in the 2000s. She made some good points. She's like, well, when we was born, the planes ran into the. She was born the same year that my son was born, 2001. She was like, when I was born, she was like, the Twin Towers got hit by the planes, right? She was like, so she was like, I was born into a world of fear. She was like, and it just kept going from there. And she was like, then people want to talk about why we are the way we are because you have instilled fear in us. And you said you think about that. That's true. Because I was pregnant with my baby son when the Twin Towers hit. I was working at McDonald's. And I remember my supervisor, Lucy, she come in there and she had one of them little TVs and she turned it on. And we was sitting there and we was watching the devastation. And that's what my son was born into. Let's see. My son was actually just born because that happened September. My son was born August the 8th, September the 11th. The next month, my son wasn't even a month old. And, not even 2 months old whenever that happened. So that's what the 2000 babies experienced. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but trauma, fear, uh, death, planes flying and terrorists, all this other stuff, right? And it's like fear, 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 fear. Um, and she was like, we sit in a state of fear consistently because this is all the stuff that we seen. And then she talked about different crises from 2001 all the way to 2025. You see what I'm saying? And she was like, what do we do? Because all we heard about was finances and how the economy was falling. This is happening, that's happening. Then, all of these things, right? And it's like we need to go and reteach things. And now all of this stuff is going on. So look at their trauma, right? All of this stuff is happening. And it's like now you're looking, and now they're traumatized by what happened in the early 2000s. So it's like we have to stop and think like, that was a lot. It was a lot for our children to go through and the things that they seen. And then she said something about going into the classroom every September the 11th. They put it on the TV of that plane hitting them buildings. They would show that to them in school. And they pounded it into their head. And the way that she explained it, I'm like, okay, but to my parents, did you know that your kids was being shown this shit at school on September the 11th? You didn't even know. I didn't even know. I'm sitting here and I'm like, hold up, what they were showing our kids this in school? And then you wonder why your kids don't want to go to school, and you're sitting here and you're like, well, you got to go because mom's got to go to work, dad's got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? But it's what they're subjecting them to in school. And it's like, okay, why are you showing my kid this? Yeah, confirmation. Yes. So it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that it's like a uh whose son was it that brought it up? Will Smith's son. He said schools are like jails. You got a cafeteria. You got classrooms. They're locking the doors now. He said it's like a mini prison whenever you send your kids to school. Y'all, that's so sad. Because that boy is young enough to know. And it's like, for the kids that are homeschooled, they don't know what that's like. They don't know what that's like because their parents is not subjecting them to that, because they said the schools are mini prisons. They have control over them. They can tell them what they want, program them, however, do what they want to them. And the chosen children is the ones that are defiant. They're the ones going outside the school. They're the ones that's got their phone and their video and shit in class, and they're the defiant ones. And they don't like it because they're now showing you what's going on inside of these buildings. Yeah. Okay. They transport your kids to school on a bus, just like they do prisoners. They have a bell that rings when they can do certain things. They have trays, certain food that they're going to eat. Same thing with prison. You look at school and you look at prison, it's about the same. And they're controlling what you're able to teach them. Okay. But the Matrix don't see this. Some of these parents just see this as a break. They would never take the time to sit and teach their kids from home. You know, I know some people has never put their kids in public schools at all. They have literally, they're on farms. They teach them, and they're teaching them basic skills. And then they have time where they sit down and they have class. You know what I'm saying? And they're very brilliant. Some of them has went off to college and literally was like, and they have the basic skills that they need, but they also didn't have that programming either. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all look, okay, us Gen X babies, remember when we went to school and what they're doing in school now? You know what I'm saying? It's like, they taught us sex education in school. The cooking classes, economics. They had the DARE program. They taught you about drugs. They taught you about, you know what I'm saying? You learn cursive writing. And it's like, now they've taken a lot of this shit out of schools. Do you know that your kids don't even use paper and pencil? They're working on a laptop. They're barely even using pen and paper to write. Do y'all know that some of these kids don't even know how to read certain clocks? They read the digital clocks. They cannot read a clock. Do y'all remember whenever you had a book and it showed you all the clocks and you had to write the time in there? Y'all, these kids these days don't even know how to read an original clock with numbers on it. They don't know what a 2:15 means. They don't know how to write their name in cursive. Like, y'all, it's so wild. And it's like, what's going on here? So it's like, it keeps, there's just a lot of confusion. Yeah, and now they're trying to tell you what to do, and you're like, you can't even write your name in cursive. You can't even tell me what time the clock says up there. Honey, listen, go and get one of old grandmama's clocks and set it in front of one of your kids and see if they can tell you what time it is. No, they're going to grab this phone, and they're going to do this right here. It's 12:05. No, I need you to tell me on that clock what time it is. Y'all, these are basic things. But everything is, I'm telling you. 24 years old, and they didn't teach him nothing about money. And he's a cashier. Or even making change. Do y'all remember? Listen, I remember my teacher used to give us fake money. We'd have to count it out. We had a book where it had the clocks in it. It had the money, what was money, what different things, how to count it, the change, like shit like that. None of this stuff. I was teaching my kids this whenever they was little. I got them books, and I started showing them money and what it looked like and to count it and stuff like this. Like we go in the stores. I remember my son, he loved pennies, right? And he's like, Mama, he said, I collected all these pennies. He's like, I'm gonna buy some stuff from the store. I was like, okay. So y'all listen, when we went in the grocery store, I had him to count out all them pennies to that woman, and he counted out exactly the money that she needed. And he was like 4 years old. Now this is my younger son. Yeah. And that helped them because they need to know how to count money. Now it's a credit card. You know what I'm saying? Now they're giving, now it's the credit card, and it's like, okay, that we only got this much money. Okay, well, I could spend it. It'll just reload. Yeah. And y'all, it's like, whoa. But do y'all see how deep this goes? You look at certain basic skills that we was taught in school. They're not teaching our children this shit. And it's like, okay, we need to create a classroom for these kids and teach them what we was taught. Yeah. Yeah, I dealt with somebody in the past, right? And I had left this person. This person called me and said, I don't know how to work the washer. What? No, I don't know how to work the washer. All them years we was together and went to that laundromat, you don't know how to work that washer. Never paid attention. Mama didn't teach him. You see what I'm saying? Seen this person a couple years down the road. Y'all, this person was a wreck. Like eating food out of the can. Like, I mean, just on the go. But let me tell you something. Fresh than a motherfucker, though. Had on fresh new shoes, fresh new clothes. Had everything. But he was defiant. He would never listen to his mama because his mama was trying to teach him basic skills. Because this is what I found out later on down the line. And he would be defiant and he didn't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay. And now as a grown man, this person struggles. And it's like, he always still fights his mama because he would be mad, because his father wasn't in the picture. So she was the only one to be the caregiver. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard to be mom and dad at the same time because mama can teach so much skills, but daddy needs to be there too. There needs to be a father figure there. And it's like, that's what, but they're teaching the world, oh, you can just go independent by yourself and you don't need a mother and father in a home. That's a lie. That's toxic. That's very, very toxic because that puts all that responsibility on that one person. And y'all, and that's another thing, like we live in a world where they need both. But the sad part is one of them is still traumatized, still dealing with childhood wounds. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see families and people get married and, fathers being able to step up and do what they want to do, because that's running their system. If they keep everybody separated and, it's running everything, and it's like, no, we need to bring back together families and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Have mom and dad in the home. Because, like I always say, the person that you're in a relationship with, was they raised in a single parent home or both parents? Or was they raised with grandparents? Or was they shipped off, you know what I'm saying, to a foster care system, and they have been passed around to different places, different people. Now they've experienced more trauma because they went into this home where they locked the cabinets. They didn't let them eat. They had somebody there that was touching on other kids or whatever the case may be. Fighting, just different things like that, using the kids for money, whatever the case may be. So now this child has done experience so much trauma where they have been bounced from place to place to place. I can't tell you how many women and men's come to me that was thrown in the system, and they have a hard time being in a relationship and trusting people. But can you understand why? They've been bounced around. They've been told that there's going to be able to stay here, but they couldn't because this didn't work out. That didn't work out. So it's like there's so many things here that this person deals with: doubt, abandonment issues, abuse of so many types. So it's like that person is very fragile. So getting them to open up and be vulnerable is very hard, because it's like, okay, when you start peeling that onion back, baby, listen now. That woman or that man might fucking sit in your arms and just cry and need to release. But once they trust you, oh, let me tell you something. They're going to be the best partner that you have, because of all the trauma and the things that they have faced. When they find somebody that they can really, really talk to, and that believes in them and that will support them, that's going to be your best. That's going to be the one for you, right? The soulmate, the divine feminine, divine masculine, because we know that shit happens. Life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? But you can't react and be all angry and upset because, okay, this didn't work out. Didn't. That's because God stopped that for a reason, right? And it's a deep situation. But y'all, a lot of people run from these deep connections because, see, once you start peeling that onion back, they'll run. Because they're like, nah, I ain't finna talk about that. I don't want to face that. I don't want to face this. But you have to. You know what I'm saying? I watched somebody the other day finally free themselves after they told the truth. And this person called me last night and said, listen, I need to talk to you. I've been having dreams. My beloved ancestors, like my past on, my whole family was there, and they was counting money. They was doing this. They was doing that. I said, you just freed yourself because you told the truth. I said, now they're showing you that your financial burdens are gone, because you holding back and not telling the truth was literally holding on to your money, because that was your money blockage. It was a generational curse that needed to be broken. And he said in the dream, the family was counting all the money and stuff like that. And they was like, how much is there? And in the dream, they was like, we don't know. But it was like big suitcases and everybody was coming together and they was giving each other something. And it was kind of like, yeah, they're letting you know now y'all can come together now that this truth is out. You see what I'm saying? Because this kept the whole family bonded because of this one lie or this one secret. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, this person's like, oh my gosh, like I'm seeing them, and I mean, I just needed to call you. And it was so crazy because I was telling my husband, I said, I need to go over here and see this person. And literally this person called me and needed to see me, and I felt them because so it was like collective. I'm telling you, it was a family member. Families are starting to, you healed, so that domino's falling. So now there's certain conversations. Something about this weekend, there's this explosive truths and conversations that are being had that's either going to break that family completely apart and dismantle it, or bring it back together so they can rebuild. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's important. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, is something worth rebuilding? Or is there people still holding on to some truth that could free everybody and they don't realize? Y'all, some of these people don't realize some of these secrets are dumb and stupid. Like, why are you holding this back? Like, I ain't even mad about it. Like, thank you for telling me. Now I know how to move, because there's some of these secrets, y'all, literally, that these people been holding. They're going to be able to help you end the cycle. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say the spiritual awakening is a lot deeper than what people know. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, listen now. Sometimes you don't know, but some things that you hold on to and you can release, literally, will just. But y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. Do you know what I figured out about this secret that I was told? This person was scared. This person was scared of this individual, and they went in survival, flight or flight mode. And this person looked at me with tears in their eyes and said, I don't want to deal with this person. This person is psycho. This person is psychotic. They have mental health issues. And y'all, this person had been running from somebody for a very long time because of how insane somebody was. And that's why this person went into a mode of, I just got to protect. I can't tell you anything. This is what I got to do. You see what I'm saying? And I seen it like, wow. And it's like now this person has freed themselves because they know now that I can help. Like, okay, I can nip this shit in the bud. This motherfucker don't put fear in me. I don't know who the fuck they think they are. I don't live fear. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but see, that's why the spirit passed me the torch in my family, because there was some certain things that everybody, shh, we just ain't gonna talk about it. We're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? We'll keep moving around. We'll keep doing this. We'll keep doing that. So, nobody has to know about this. But y'all, everything comes full circle. Year 9, look what's happening. Everything is coming full circle. Things are being dug up that people never wanted spoke of, but it's freeing us. And that's really important. So, okay, babies. Y'all, hold on one second. I gotta go to the little girl's room, okay? Okay. Okay, guys, do I got anybody that wants a $22 mini read? Career, love, future. You're welcome, Melissa. Yeah. Talk to your angels. What does your heart desire? Okay. What do you need to say yes to, and what do you need to say no to today? Check in with your inner child. Do you feel like you're on the right path? Right, that part, yeah. That's some real shit. When you feel like you're ready to go talk to God. Ask God why you need to what's going on. Why do you feel like you need to go back over here and do something that you know that's harming you or hurting you? Why do you need to go suppress? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, them are good questions, instead of being impulsive and saying, well, I'm gonna go over here and do this, this is how I feel, so I'm gonna go be reckless, right? Go ask yourself, what's the consequences of you being reckless? What's the consequences of you going back to that situation, people, places, or things? Okay. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna go on and click off here. I love y'all. I just want to send everybody some love, light, and healing. Take care of yourself. Okay. If you need to get in touch with me, everything's in the About Me section over there. Okay. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all.